What's going on, Dog Squad? Trusty's back with another video on the channel today, Dog Squad. And in today's video, like I said last weekend, we are going to be reviewing each team that still is either trying to fight for a playoff spot or a division title. We're going to review all their scenarios, what they need to do this week, the final week of the NFL regular season 2023, Week 18. We're going to be reviewing on that. But as we get into this, thank you so much for all the support y'all have done on this series and everything in the NFL this year. Thank y'all so much. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment what you think about the scenarios. Who do you think will win? Just a reminder that we will tomorrow I'll have my Commanders Cowboys Week 18 preview, and then I will believe also on Sunday I'm not going to have a live stream this week. As of right now, no. One of my friends is supposed to be coming over. We're going to be watching all the NFL games, so that's what we'll be doing. I'm sorry if you see on the right here, you see a part of the OBS. I can move it real quick. That should be fine. Okay, so yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing, and I'll have the NFL predictions just a little short for y'all and all that. This will be a scenario, and that's what's going to be going on this weekend. So hopefully y'all enjoy that. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. Also, if you saw my gaming chair, hope y'all love it. I just got it. I know I said it'd be coming, I think, and now it came. So hopefully you love it. I'll be using it in all my videos until further notice, I guess. So let's get rolling into this video, Dog Squad. They just be like that. The back hopefully gets more involved.
In the microwave, I close the door.
So here we go. So you see all this. We're going to start off with the the AFC. So we're going to start off with the Buffalo Bills, as it says. They're still trying to fight for a playoff berth and an AFC East division. So if you did not know this, I posted on my community post that the Buffalo Bills are, if they lose and we go over these scenarios, they could either, so it says, looks like right now, Pittsburgh beats the Ravens, Jacksonville beats the Titans, and then Houston, Indianapolis does not end up in a tie, or Buffalo. You know, it has to be one of those, I think. If Buffalo loses, I believe that. No, actually, I think all of it has to happen, and because it's the opposite, basically. Buffalo wins the AFC division title. They clinch a playoff berth, obviously. They win. But if they tie or lose, any of this stuff happens. They can still secure if Pittsburgh loses, or Jacksonville loses, or Houston. Jacksonville can lose. Pittsburgh can lose. I mean, it really shouldn't be that worried about, but Buffalo still has to worry about their own destiny to try to be an AFC East division champion. We'll go over that. Also, tomorrow, I forgot to say, I will have my short predictions actually for the two games. I will have just a short, probably. I may go ahead and just make all predictions tomorrow. We'll see. You'll also just see tomorrow. So just I'll just stay tuned tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss one of my videos. So then they got the Houston Texans. They're fighting with the Indianapolis Colts. As we go to both of these with a win, and I guess I thought it would be a win and then no. Also, that's a clinch of playoff berth. So they're win and they're in. Now you obviously want a division title. You have to get Jacksonville losing. And you got these tie stuff. I really don't think that's going to happen. I'm not going to really worry about that. They'll tell us all we need to know when it gets to a tie. So it's also just simple. Win and in, division title, you got to win, and Jacksonville lose. That's really just simple for this. Jacksonville's obviously got to clinch the AFC division. They just win. Or they can get, I guess, a tie in Indianapolis, Houston tie. I thought it'd be, well, I guess one of them can't lose, but they tie. Jacksonville, I guess, also has a tie. They can't lose, or they just win. They're in. Jacksonville clinches playoff berth, as you can see. Jacksonville ties with the Titans. Pittsburgh lost their tie. They got the Denver loss to the Raiders, which is possible. They can lose, I guess, with Pittsburgh losing, and then Houston. So this is very possible as well. I guess is if they lose this game, they can clinch a playoff berth. Obviously, they'll win and end. But if they lose, I guess you can get the Pittsburgh lose the Ravens. I mean, it's very possible. The second one, I guess, that really should be first because ties are very, aren't that big a deal. So you got Miami Dolphins, and of course they're already in the playoffs. They just got to win or tie, and they're basically win, and you clinch the division. If you lose, you go down to the 6th seed, I believe. Because they'll have 6 losses. I guess Cleveland will have 5. Well, could have 6, but they'll be down to 5 or 6. So, I don't really know. So we'll see it now. We got the last one. We got Pittsburgh still trying for that final playoff spot. They're going to go against Baltimore, which I think I may pick the Steelers in this one because of due to Baltimore's backups. They're good. I mean, you do have Huntley, that's really good, but I really, really think you're going up against a big, big, big division rival, and you're going up against it in a very, 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 very needed scenario. I really think Baltimore's not going to really try as much. I know it's a big rivalry, I guess. I really think Pittsburgh's going to give it their all. I think I can smell an upset coming. I think Pittsburgh is going to take the win. No, they may not, but we'll see what happens. I think Pittsburgh's going to win this game. So you have... they clinched the playoff berth with a win. So they just win. They can win. We got these 3 scenarios. If they win. But they also got to make sure Buffalo loses because they want to make sure they can bump down. They want to make sure they can get a spot going, or they get Jacksonville lose and then get another free spot. There's about free spots, and I guess you can get Houston tie, Pittsburgh tie, I guess Jacksonville loss, Denver win, then doesn't end in a tie. So you got all those because you got to make room, and you got to, I guess, really don't know what Denver. I think it has to do with a common opponent or something, and then Houston, Indianapolis doesn't end in a tie. That would free up more space. Because one of them now may have a better advantage of getting into the postseason. More about those ties later. So you got Detroit, Dallas, Rams, and Eagles, but we still have some that are still trying to fight for a division. Hint, hint. Atlanta Falcons at New Orleans Saints. Okay, so Atlanta clinches NFC division title. Okay, so I didn't even know this. Atlanta, well, I guess because Atlanta is versus New Orleans. You know, one of them will get the tiebreaker. Atlanta won this week. Atlanta winning both. And you got to get Tampa Bay to lose to the Panthers, and that's what happened. Okay, so now you got Dallas. Winning in. Dallas tie, Philadelphia. And it cost me a Philadelphia loss. We would really want to control our own destiny and win. I really don't want to rely on Philadelphia losing. That would be really good luck. I just want it to be you deserve, you won. You really don't need to be relying on Philadelphia. It will not feel as great if you rely on Philadelphia to win. But now you got Green Bay. They're still trying to find a playoff spot against that tough. Chicago hasn't beaten them in a long time. I thought it ended back in week 1, but it did not. But I think I'm going to take the Packers in this one anyways. We'll go over those predictions later. Green Bay win, okay. Or you can get Green Bay tie, all that. You get Minnesota loss. You get Seattle loss. You can get all those contenders of people that are trying to fight. You can get for the playoff spot. You got to get them all to lose. If you lose, you got to rely on all 3 of them to lose. So that's basically it. So a lot of at stake this weekend. The Minnesota Vikings, you see them with a win, okay, but you got to get all the other contenders to lose, basically. All the playoff spots, basically, because they're at the last. They're at the final bit. They're at the bottom. They're at the back of the line. They're trying to get everyone to get eliminated so they can be at the front and march down, I guess, to Dallas if we take the seed or to Philadelphia or Detroit. I think it's if we both lose. I think then Detroit will get the spot. And Detroit has to win. They get the 2 seed with that. That's how they get the 2 seed, by the way. It's if Detroit gets a 2 seed with a Dallas loss, Philadelphia loss, and a Detroit win. But if one of us wins, then I think it's going to be going to Detroit. Into whatever team, I guess. I don't know if Philadelphia would take it or not. New Orleans, on the other hand, it's the same thing. It looks like division. They clinched the NFC out. South to final, yeah, they need that, and of course Tampa Bay to lose, and then you got to get Clinch's playoff berth. So Atlanta seems really behind. I don't think they can get in without a division win. I think that's it. They can't go 8-9 and get in the playoffs. It's too hard for them. I think Atlanta, especially I think because they lost to the Vikings, that really hurt them when they were up by quite a bit earlier. I think it was week. Was it 8, 10? I think it may have been 10 because I think that we played the Philadelphia game. I think Philadelphia played that game. And then you have New Orleans clinch a playoff berth, and you got to get all the contenders to lose, basically. Seattle and Green Bay, basically. And they got the tie and all that. But basically now it's New Orleans to win. Yeah, you got to get that and all those to lose. Okay, Philadelphia, like I said, they got to win and get us to lose. I'm not going to really worry about a tie. Now, a tie would also work too, but Seattle Seahawks, they can get in with they got to get a win, and then they're not far behind. All they got to do is go Green Bay, and they get in. Seattle's right on the edge of going to the playoffs. I think it goes Green Bay, Seattle, New Orleans, and is it... and then the Vikings, I think. The Falcons have to get in the division. They have to get a division win in order because the Vikings are 2 down. They lost to the Vikings, and their record is worse, so they got to be able to win the division to get in the playoffs. Atlanta. Seattle, and that's very possible. They can beat the Saints, and the Buccaneers can screw it up against the Panthers. So a lot on stake, a lot at stake. Seattle, we see, yeah, okay, we saw that. So they got to win. They got to get behind Green Bay and all the ties, and they got to get these other two people to lose with that. I'm not going to worry about ties, though, really, because that's not always right. And then the last one we're going to be going over this video is Tampa Bay, a win, and then they got a tie. They want that to happen. They got to get New Orleans to lose or also tie, to break the tiebreaker on that. And then Tampa Bay clinches playoff berth with a tie, and then they're pretty far behind. They're around New Orleans because of where they are. They're sitting at 8-8, but right now they're the division, so don't really worry about them. And they're playing Carolina, so Tampa Bay win, they're in. They're in the playoffs, and then the division. So one for the second straight year in a row. But that's going to end it. Follow all these scenarios. Very exciting to see who wins. We know AFC. We know who's playing. We know who gets in. I mean, if you look at all this, it's the division. You got Indianapolis, Houston, that's big. You got Ravens, Steelers on Saturday, that's big as well. You got the Atlanta, you got all the Dallas, you got Packers, Bears, you got Seattle. I mean, all these teams looking forward to fight for a playoff spot or division. This is exciting weekend. Very exciting. It's actually second year in a row I've actually looked at the more scenarios more closely. All the other times I was like, oh, okay, so they just got to do that. Maybe it's because I forgot those scenarios, but this is it right here. So for Week 18, but it's very exciting. Playoffs next week. We got, hopefully the Cowboys can just get going and go at home, get the 2 seed, win the NFC East. I'll get a shirt made for that, and I'll probably go on one of my live streams with that on. I have my We Run the East. I was going to wear my... If I'm doing a live stream this weekend, I will wear it. But as of right now, I do not think I am. But, yeah. So, that's going to be it for today, Dog Squad. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, I could either have a full prediction video tomorrow or just a 2-game prediction. It'll be a short, and then we'll have... If it is a full game prediction, we'll just have that thing in the background with all the games. We'll just do that. If it isn't, then we'll just do the 2. And so I won't have made a decision yet. We'll also have our preview video tomorrow for the Cowboys Commanders. Not going to be as much in depth of the other team. It's going to be basically taking care of business. What players we need to probably watch for the Cowboys only. All that stuff you'll find out tomorrow. No really could be comparisons. It's just no really use because Commanders are out. They're not doing anything. They're going to probably tank, so I'm not going to worry about them. It's basically all about us tomorrow. And then we'll have Sunday. I don't think so. Maybe I'll probably update what goes on. I'll have a reaction video. I'll probably update you all throughout the day. I don't really know, honestly. Maybe I won't be able to do videos. I'll probably if I don't do videos, I'll let you all know updates on my community posts. So stay tuned. And on my Den Boys reports, of course, I think I'll probably just post Den Boys reports. Will probably be anything I think of. It'll probably just be Cowboys. I'm not going to really say anything about just every playoff bracket, but the playoff bracket's there. I will post the playoff bracket on there, but anything else, that's the only thing that's non-Cowboys related besides predictions on that will be on there. But just to let you know, I just want to let you know anything that's going if there's no videos on Sunday. But thank you, Dog Squad, so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I will see you next time. Peace.